my people, make una listen to us. I am a presiding officer in my polling unit 028 here in Abia State. All the election we did today, the presidential results is not going. And that was the first one we've been trying, but others are going. And
hello viewers, I'm Chris, Secure Future Vlog. This is my channel. Today I want to give you updates on the video Peter Obi played in court. The video is about the interview they did before the election when INEC, the chairman of INEC, Yakub Mahmoud, promised Nigeria that the beavers will be used to transmit the election result at the polling unit. And the Supreme Court said that the only authentic means to transmit election result is the beavers. So at the end of it all, the beavers did not work. Even the INEC staff testified that the beavers did not work after election. They are trying to transmit the results at the polling unit. So these are the videos which Peter Obi tendered in court. Let's watch the video for more evidence to this. Thank you, my people, and remain blessed. Please follow this page for more. I'm Chris, Secure Future Vlog. This is the news for the moment. Thank you, and remain blessed.
This note, let me once again reassure Nigerians that there is no going back on the deployment of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, for voter accreditation. There is no going back on the transmission of results on the INEC result viewing portal in real time on election day. There will be no incident form that enables ineligible persons to vote using other people's permanent voters' cards during elections. We are committed to ensuring that the 2023 general election is transparent and credible, reflecting the will of the Nigerian people.
please, my people, make una listen to us. I am a presiding officer in my polling unit 028 here in Abia State. All the election we did today, the presidential results is not going. And that was the first one we've been trying, but others are going. And we've been trying this for over 2 hours.
To upload it.
We have used different internet. And I have used different internets to see if I can upload this, but it's not going.
Network.
It's not going at all.
Madam, do you say it's presidential is not going?
Yes.
So the beavers of presidential going is not presidential is not connected.
The beavers of the presidential, the result is not to upload the result is not going at all.
Okay.
But senatorial
And the House of Rep.
and House of Rep is going. Yeah, it has been uploaded. But the presidential no go area. And if anybody in this our polling unit that is telling you is going, I will quote that person very
Those guys
well.
are doing it offline.
They are doing it
offline.
This is offline.
so that you people can free them to go. It's not the way, please. I must say the truth. And the truth.
Everything that these guys have been doing here.
No.
So what is the way forward now?
See, please, the way forward is that all of us will march to INEC office to go and ask them why
Hold on,
please. All of us will march down to the INEC office.
Where?
Obo Hill. Abanot. When we will march down, we'll meet our SPOs. We'll meet our SPOs. Ask them what the problem is. Because the server is not going.
For presidential alone.
Yes, only for presidential.
Rep
They will tell
and
you that
Senate has
the
gone.
server, that the server is not going at all. Like there is an error in the server. The Senate and House of Rep, yes, the Senate is going.
Many who don't understand Peter Obi's legal team's strategy might be thinking that the dismissal of their application to question the INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu by the court is a serious setback. No, It isn't. There are many ways to achieve the same thing, and they will explore all options. If they want to invite the INEC chairman, they can do it. The respondents were expecting to see the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, present in court, but they were presented with a video evidence of Yakubu telling Nigerians the rules of the election and how they plan to upload the presidential election results in real time on election day. Now, what did he do on election day? He did the exact opposite and blocked the upload of presidential election results. So while the respondents were still pondering on how to cross-examine the witness, Peter Obi's counsel played a second video of another INEC official. They haven't recovered from the first and the second videos. They went ahead to play Tinubu's video where he confirmed the nomination of Shettima, which is a new evidence that wasn't in play before the Supreme Court delivered judgment on Shettima's double nomination. You could sense the disarray in their camp. The respondents couldn't even properly cross-examine the Channels TV guy who brought the evidence. This is how it is done. You take your opponent by surprise. The Labour Party must call witnesses that will base their testimonies on the forensic analysis of INEC certified true copies of the election results that they have tendered in court. This is not obligatory. They are not required to do it by the electoral law. But just to cover any technicality or the Supreme Court ruling that many have been talking about, the Supreme Court judgment is about who should tender evidence in court and concerning the INEC CTCs. Many are wondering whether the maker of the document should be the one to present it in court. In this situation, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is that a witness will testify and identify these documents, and in many cases forensically analyze them so as to cover all technical loopholes. Because going by the direction and arguments of the respondents in court, it is obvious that they are looking for loopholes to capitalize on. So going forward, Labour Party will need to prove to the court that Peter Obi won the election, and when they start going through the evidence, the judges will see that Tinubu didn't score 25% in many states, that in most states they suppressed Labour Party votes and subsequently increased APC's votes to unimaginable levels. Now, let's see the states where the judges will recover Labour Party's votes, which will ultimately show that APC didn't score 25% there. Starting with Rivers State, where the rigging was so blatant that INEC themselves, who committed the rigging with Wike and his associates, they are now afraid to produce the results of two local government areas, Obiakpo and Falga local government areas. There is simply no way to cover up the heist. They know. That's why they are hiding the results. The world knows the truth, no matter how they hide it. The court must rely on alternative copies to recalculate the results in places where INEC failed to provide CTCs. Although it is very sensible to avoid using the alternatives to recalculate the lawful votes, so as not to give them room for any technicality. But INEC cannot hold everyone to ransom. The best and the quickest way for them to defend the declaration of Tinubu as the winner is to provide the results they collated and announced. It is that simple. Anything short of this simply shows they are hiding something, that truly Tinubu didn't win the presidential election, that they rigged the election in his favor. Is that logical for not just the judges to discern, but also every Nigerian? Because of how widely the real presidential election results in Rivers State have been exposed, some are trying to deceive Nigerians that even if the real results are subtracted from Tinubu's total votes, that it wouldn't make Peter Obi the winner. But Rivers State rigging is only the tip of the iceberg. It shows a pattern. Besides, the recovery of Labour Party votes from 5 states alone and the subsequent deduction from Tinubu will push Peter Obi to the first position. We already made a video about it. The link will be at the end of this video. Now to Cross River State, where the Labour Party won the highest populated local government areas with high margins, but surprisingly the APC still got 25%. It was a heist that will soon be unraveled. The same pattern can be seen in the presidential election results from Akwa Ibom State and Bayelsa State. In Nasarawa State, despite Labour Party winning high populated areas with good margins, it still didn't translate to a landslide win when the final collation was done. The heist that happened in Nasarawa State will also be unraveled. When the results started coming in during the election, it must have taken Nasarawa State governor by surprise, because Sule gloated during the campaigns that the Labour Party wasn't going anywhere. He even